歡迎收睇美國之音製作嘅美國專訊，我係任敬陽。隨住大米價格不斷上升，科學家正在研製新嘅品種，希望可以滿足需求。而科學家認為需要加緊研製水稻生產，以防止饑餓蔓延。下邊係我哋嘅記者海伯倫嘅報導。
呢一個寒冷嘅倉庫儲存咗10萬多種唔同嘅稻米。隨住大米價格不斷上漲，國際水稻研究所正設法增添更多唔同嘅品種。喺呢度嘅科學家正培育出水稻新品種，希望能夠滿足更多人口需求，克服乾旱及水災所帶嚟嘅影響。
Demand growth has continued steadily for the past 50 years. Population growth continues. We have economic growth and development, all of which drive up food consumption. So demand has continued, but production hasn't kept up with demand.
齊格勒係國際水稻研究所嘅總幹事，佢哋嘅總部設喺菲律賓。菲律賓係世界第一大米入口國，佢所面對嘅糧食增產壓力大過任何國家。而家貧困嘅菲律賓人需要排隊幾個鐘頭先至能夠購買政府補助嘅大米。喺上一個世紀嘅60年代同70年代，菲律賓推行綠色革命，能夠生產足夠嘅大米，自給自足。但係隨後勞工、灌溉同施肥嘅成本上漲，農作物整體價格下跌，迫使農民放棄水稻種植。菲律賓同其他亞洲國家都一樣，工廠同房屋佔用咗稻田。齊格勒話：最好嘅解決方法就係喺全球掀起第2次綠色革命。
It means that we have to recreate the major jump in yields in rice and other staple foods that were achieved in the 1970s and 80s.
但係佢承認好難做得到㗎。未來10年，全球稻米年均產量必須達到每公頃增加50公斤，先至可以追得上需求。
We can't depend upon area expansion or new land for agriculture, so we're going to have to increase the productivity on the existing land. And that's going to involve far better practices by farmers in terms of managing their water, managing their fertilizer, managing their labor. It would mean rice varieties and wheat varieties and maize varieties that are able to produce far more yield with the same inputs.
齊格勒認為必須增加公共農業投資，而國際社會亦都必須增加支持研究水稻嘅。
We need to much more effectively tap into the genetic potential of rice. We need to understand better the ecology of the rice field and how we can manage the rice field such that insect pests and diseases don't cause losses. We need to understand the soil and water ecology much better. All of these areas require major scientific investments.
國際水稻研究所表示，佢每年需要6000萬美元繼續科研發展工作。記者拜倫嘅報導。
一名曾經喺紐約世貿中心擔任首席工程師嘅美國人，最近喺以色列建造平價並且有利於環保嘅住宅。下邊係我哋記者細絲科嘅報導。
喺以色列嘅內蓋夫沙漠，工程師布朗正在建造小型標準房屋。呢種房屋完全靠太陽能供應能源。
We have the opportunity by putting solar power on each house, more than what the house used, as turning each house into a mini power plant, which is a different way to provide energy for the Negev desert.
布朗嘅合作伙伴布蘭德米爾話
：It's getting to the point where, with good energy efficiency technologies, the typical roof areas that people have on their house is more than enough to produce the energy that they use over the course of the year and still put more energy back into the grid. All the roofs that are around the country are in some ways a great resource that is in some ways underutilized.
佢哋使用嘅係普通嘅光學伏特板同節能設備。而喺沿途冇幾遠嘅地方，係以色列一個國家太陽能中心嘅所在地。嗰度嘅研究人員研究嘅係太陽能聚合裝置，外形好似衛星電視天線。研究中心主任費曼話
：The great feature about concentration photovoltaics is that it solves two problems at the same time. The first problem is that it uses less expensive photovoltaic material than a conventional photovoltaic panel. Instead of collecting the light on the panel itself, you collect the light on glass, and then you concentrate it onto a very small amount of this material. When you do it this way, the efficiency of the cells turns out to be very much higher than it is if you don't concentrate the light.
費曼話呢一種聚合式太陽板嘅效能係傳統太陽板嘅2倍幾，有計劃嘅裝喺沙漠地帶，可以提供有利環境而無限量嘅太陽能。記者西斯科採訪報導。
好啦，今日嘅節目時間又夠，多謝各位收睇美國之音製作嘅美國專訊，我係任敬陽，我哋下星期再見。